You guys know I love the EcoBoost, but it just doesn't have that same sound that this has. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over a 2021 Ford F-150 with the RMT Off-Road package. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this RMT F-150. And something that I want to mention is obviously we're going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below, but Ed Kenley Ford does not charge over MSRP for any vehicles, which is unheard of, especially in this market. Like, everyone's charging over MSRP for everything. And so whether you buy something like this RMT F-150 or something like a Shelby Super Snake from them, they will not charge you over MSRP. So definitely check them out if you're looking for a great deal. And yeah, let's get into the video. So under the hood of this F-150, we have a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, power outputs are 400 horsepower and then 410 pound-feet of torque. Normally, this powertrain gets 16 around town and then 22 on the highway, but this truck's got a 6-inch lift and 35, so probably a little bit less than that. But anyways, look at that beautiful V8. Now, going over the front end, obviously we have the off-road sticker there at the top of the windshield to let you guys know this is an RMT off-road package. Now, they didn't really change anything with the hood. It's just the standard F-150 hood. Now, we've got the LED light package right here with the accent light off to the side, and then we've got the fog lights right there. Notice everything has been all kind of like darkened here on the front. We do have the traditional Ford logo. Got the tow hooks here at the bottom. Notice that the air dam has actually been kind of like cut up a little bit so that it's shorter, which will help out with front end ground clearance. Pretty cool stuff, but yeah, that's the front end. Now, coming around the side here, we've got 20-inch wheels, and wrapped around that we have 35s. And then the exciting part is with the suspension. So we've got a 6-inch lift here with the RMT off-road package. It does come with a speedo recalibration. You guys can kind of see that set up right there, and I'll show you guys everything in the rear as well. But coming back to the tire and wheel setup, you guys can see just how aggressive these tires are. Love the design on the wheels. And then we have the oversized red brake calipers, also part of the package as well. And then notice we've got the gigantic fender flares here on the side. Definitely makes things look a lot more aggressive. F-150 XLT badge, you got the RMT badge. Notice we got the standard blacked out mirror, and then we do have power side steps, which you guys will see when I open up the door. Now, popping over here to the rear, exact same setup, and you guys can see we've got the Fox shocks here in the back. Definitely looks cool. Still have the leaf springs, all that fun stuff. And then yes, we do have an aftermarket exhaust, and let me tell you, with this 5-liter V8, it sounds ridiculous. But yeah, other than that, oh, also FX4 sticker, because this was originally an FX4 truck. There's your full side view. Look at that stance. So here is our key fob. You've got the normal Ford key fob that has a remote start and the tailgate drop down. And speaking of the bed as the tailgate's dropping down, we have a payload capacity of about 1,388 pounds. Notice we got the measuring table on this one that does have the bed step as well. Got the LED lights here, and then we've got the outlet there as well. Got your regular cargo light at the top. No line or anything like that, but that's super easy to add in after the fact. And let's lift her back up. Not too bad. Now, finishing things off here with the rear, notice that we just have these standard taillights again because this is built off of an XLT. And then notice that we just have the F-150 logo right there with the regular Ford logo. Parking sensors along the bottom with the receiver hitch. You guys are running with the 5-liter V8. The towing capacity is around 10-ish thousand pounds roughly. But anyways, that's everything for the back. Now let's go over the door panel here in the rear. So notice that we've got the really cool material here at the top, the soft touch down below. You're going to rest your arm. You've got the nice dark metallic trim. We do have the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Like I said, it does have the power side steps, they're amp steps. And just like most power side steps, they take a second to go back in. You don't even notice them. And then popping out, they pop right out. Now we've got the leather upholstery, which is also part of this RMT off-road package. Perforated leather in the center with the nice stitching right there. Got a couple of cup holders, vents down below, and we've got like all the charging areas. And then also got the rubber floor mats and then storage underneath. And so now here's the door panel in the front. So again, you've got that same cool soft touch above, and then the nicer leather trim down below. You're gonna rest your arm. Same dark metallic gray trim with all of the window controls, the door lock and unlock, and then the mirror adjustments. Got that for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Blind spot monitoring for the mirror. And then we've got the RMT off-road seat right there with, well, at least the logo on the headrest. Anyways, again, full leather seats here. Really soft stuff, actually. Adjustments on the side of the seat. pedal layout down below. We've got the adjustments there for the pedals, that for the parking brake, the light controls, mirror lights. The steering wheel is manually adjustable, and there's where I'm gonna look before we pop in. So here is our steering wheel on this RMT. So we've got the leather wrapped around the steering wheel. We've got every controls for the center stack, phone controls, voice command, volume controls, all that fun stuff. Got the turn signal / windshield wiper stock, and well, yeah, that's all. So notice here we've got the RMT gauge cluster, and I really like the design on it. Kind of looks like a trail almost in a sense. I don't know, I think it looks cool. You do have the digital display there in the center. So obviously this isn't like as crazy as what you get in like the new Raptor or like loaded up Lariat or something like that with their like full digital screen, but I still think it looks really cool with everything, and obviously functionality on it is great. And speaking of being here in the center screen, let's go to the fuel economy menu and see what we've been averaging. Obviously the truck doesn't have like any miles on it, but you know, let's still look. 10.3 miles per gallon, not broken in or anything, but still good. So here at the top of the dash, we've got the auto stop start. We got this for the camera, the hazard lights, the hill descent control, the stability control as well. And then if we actually go to the infotainment system itself, popping into reverse, we've got the traditional backup camera with the zoom function right there. And again, we've got the parking sensors, if you guys don't remember from the walk-around portion. 12-inch display. Not going to spend too much time on this because you guys have seen this in other videos, but response time's great. You can drag stuff across the screen, and then you've got the little menu right here, which has a couple of other things you can kind of go through. Pretty easy to use overall. Looks great as well, and that's all. And now this truck has the Pro Trailer Assistance. We've got the trailer brake controls. And then notice with the driveline select, we have everything except for 4-wheel auto, again, because it's an XLT. Now with the drive mode select, that'll pop up here in the center. Of course, it gives me a low fuel economy warning when I try to change drive mode. You got the tow haul mode, eco, sport, and then again, it'll give you the warning because it's like, are you sure you want to go into sport right now? Slippery. Oh my gosh, deep sand and snow, mud ruts. And then we got the rock crawl mode as well. But yeah, that's everything for the drive mode select. Analog controls for the radio, climate controls. We've got heated seats for the front. Got this storage space area right here with some charging ports, more of that metallic gray trim. This one does have the fold down shifter, which is definitely pretty neat. Got nice leather there at the top, manual shift function. Couple cup holders, just the regular center console, so this isn't the like fold out table one. And then notice the glove box is pretty nice stuff. Nice, oh, wait for it. Nice trim there. Love the dash as well. And then we'll finish things up here at the top. So you guys can see we've got the sunglass holder, full panoramic sunroof, and then got the power sliding window, and well, that's all. So I could not find the RMT window sticker in the truck. This is just a regular window sticker. If you want the full price with the RMT package, check out Ed Kenley Ford's website, again, in the description down below. But anyways, this is just the window sticker for the XLT part of the truck, so freeze the frame if you would like to read all the options that this has from the factory. And again, this is not the selling price because this is before the RMT package. But anyways, let's take it out and see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. You can see visibility over the hood. Both the mirrors, again, they have blind spot. The rest of the rear, and let's set off. So we are setting off here in the RMT F-150. And first off, let's talk about the road noise and the ride quality. So from a ride quality perspective, it actually rides very smooth. I am very surprised with that. I expect this to ride a little bit rougher considering the lift and all that, but yeah, it rides really smooth. It feels slightly different than stock. I definitely feel higher up off the ground for sure, but it's not like super rough or anything like that. So yeah, they did a really good job with the lift and all that fun stuff. Aside from that, noise insulation, just like all the other new F-150s, is great. So there's not a whole lot that pops into the cabin, but you do hear that exhaust quite a bit. And I'm actually going to open up the window in the back so you guys can hear it a little bit better. And let me tell you, it sounds so good. It's this just nice, low, aggressive, beefy tone, which I am all about. So we're actually gonna pop it over into the sport mode, and of course it's gonna give me the fuel economy warning. We've got like 50 miles of range, okay? We're fine, we're fine. But you know what? It's of course gonna give us a warning anyways. And let's see how turning is popping here. Yeah, not too bad. You can definitely feel that it's high up off the ground. There's no hiding that. Yeah, partial throttle again, it just sounds so beefy. It's just like such a masculine sound. Definitely don't get that out of the EcoBoost. You guys know I love the EcoBoost, but it just doesn't have that same sound that this has. This is just, again, it's just so much beefier. Yeah, that sounds good. Now I'm just gonna close the window so we can kind of get less wind noise. Gosh, yeah, that sounds so good. It's not as quick as the EcoBoost, but it sounds a lot better. It's a give and a take, right? But it's not that much slower either, and we are at pretty high elevation here. I think this is like 4,000, maybe 4,500 feet. Can't remember for Layton. Let me know if you guys live in Layton and know. I think it's like 4,000 feet. But anyways, ride's really smooth on the highway too. At highway speeds, we're going about just under 70 miles an hour, and yeah, it's really good. So yeah, they just did a really good job overall, and that'll get me into summing things up here with this RMT F-150, well, the RMT Off-Road package. So first off, exterior wise, of course it looks sexy. It's a lifted F-150. You can't go wrong with that. And then interior wise, the seats are very comfortable. I like all the RMT accessories like the gauges, all that stuff. But yeah, the seats super plush with the leather. And then aside from the seats with the interior, obviously it's cool that they did the bigger touchscreen, panoramic center, all that stuff. So it makes this feel like a, you know, high upscale luxury truck. And something I do want to mention here about the F-150s, because I have reviewed the Ram RMTs and they built it off of the Bighorn package, whereas this is built off the XLT. This feels nicer than the Ram version, and it's just like with how Ford does things. Like, I really like this material on the dash, like how it looks and all that, and then where you rest your arm and everything, it feels like more premium, if that makes sense, than the Ram version of this RMT package. So if like you're comparing them side to side, this one just, I don't know, it feels like a little bit nicer, and it's just because of how Ford, you know, spec'd out the interiors with the new XLTs. And then from a performance standpoint, the 5.0 has more than enough grunt to move these 35s with this 6-inch lift, all that fun stuff. And so, yeah, it's a really good package. Again, check out Ed Kenley's website for the exact pricing, but I think this is like just over $70-something thousand. So it's about the same price as like a new Gen 3 Raptor that's, you know, not super loaded up. Just to give you guys kind of like a price comparison, and I definitely think it's worth it. It definitely has a much taller stance than Gen 3 Raptor. I can tell you that right now. It's a lot taller, and it looks really cool. But yeah, that's the RMT F-150 Off-Road. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Now let's get some things up for a video on this 2021 Ford F-150 RMT Off-Road. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to Ed Kenley Ford for giving me some time with this F-150. Check out the inventory link below. I'll see all of you in the next video.